hours of managing this business. Now we have a chance to review what we have done and reflect all the pros, cons, key learning of our decisions and their results. So today's presentation will include 7 parts, and me and my team will go through each part. So firstly, what is VinAir? In short, we are a airline business from Vietnam. We position our brand as high-end services, provide our customers a unique experience and great comfortability, and we offer long-distance flights, especially route to foreign areas and resorts. So to talk about our managing team, my name is Hãnh, CEO. He is Hoa, HR manager. He is Tu, operation manager. He is Phước, marketing manager, and he is Hưng, financial manager.
All right, so thank you, Han. So we're moving to the central part, which is the vision. So first, I will prepare.
So to talk about our vision, we use the concepts of colors and formats. We talk about 2 things. We call ideology and vision future. At VinAir, we value our Vietnamese nationality. We care about the society where we're operating in. We never satisfy ourselves. So therefore, continuous and sustainable development. We want a fair competition with our competitors. And lastly, but more importantly, the learning culture and ready to change within the organizations. Our reason for being is that to provide our customers a pleasant welcome of their journey to anywhere.
To propose collectively our values, we use the VHAT. This is a big goal. So we try to become a national brand of Vietnam who will be known as friendliness, trustworthiness, and also hospitality airline. So we try to describe it to our employees that we will be recognized for the next 10 years as a luxury service. So we try to transform the mindset of a traditional luxury mindset with individual for yourself to the collectivistic luxury, that's the luxury for everyone. So in the next 10 years, we will use the marketing strategies here about the word of mouth to make sure that people will mention us as luxury, Vietnamese luxury service. And we try to connect the Vietnamese cultures into the local cultures where we operate our business.
So that is the first layer of our strategy planning. So we come to the second layer about the mission.
So for the mission, we meant 3 things. We first create the opportunity to fly to everyone. So route expansions will be here. And secondly, we have to make a profit of ourselves. We make sure that we have a positive growth. In terms of environmentals and socials, we focus on the strategic CSR, which is to contribute to society. Now we have direction for 3 missions.
So to talk about the directions, we use the balance scorecard of Kaplan and Mountain. For the customer's perspective, which is directly linked to our value proposition, we want to provide a service that has no delay, excellent service, and safety and comfortability. For the internal perspective, what we want to excel at, firstly, is strategic CSR. Secondly, is optimizing our costs by utilize the fixed costs and reduce the variable costs. And thirdly, our culturally travel agency to ensure the good inflow of our revenue.
In terms of finance, we try to satisfy our shareholders, our creditors who invest in our company. And secondly, we try to have enough cash to run the business. So 3 main objectives is must be a positive profitability, and also we must have abundant accrued cash and assets in the future. If crisis happens, we will run smoothly. And lastly, we try to reduce debt to make sure we maximize the revenue generations. And lastly, about innovation and learning, we care about our people. We keep reminding ourselves to be creative every day, but that in survey we try to mention professionalism here for our back end, our front end. So if our front end serve the customer well, that means we require the back end to work positively. So we try to organize a training program regularly to train the employees. Now we're moving to the next part, which is the industrial tax.
So next we are going to talk about the industry analysis, including identify our key competitor and using the SWOT analysis to emphasize in particular our strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So first we're going to use the 5 SWOT analysis to indicate our key competitor, including luxurious airline and green normal airline. So normally luxurious airline, they tend to enter the market and and heavily invest in purchasing a private full advanced function to operate long-haul trip and offer customers with a high quality of service with a premium price. For normal fare segment, it is broken into two smaller groups, creating normal airline and normal airline. So these companies up here on the bottom of the table are normal airline. They are not really our competitor, since they just only focus on normal fare segment and offer customers with a normal fare price. And this company, Diamond, Vera, and Just Greenway are creating normal airline, who compete directly with luxurious airline by entering the market EF&R and offer customers with a high quality of service and with a normal fare price. So next, we're going to do the SWOT analysis to emphasize in particular our strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. So you know, VinAir is well received as luxurious cabin service and leisure entertainment. Our flight crew is also highly appreciated due to less delay time. Apart from the good point, we also have some weaknesses, including ineffective good decision and lack of salesperson that directly influence on our sales strategy. When we look into the opportunity, there are many untapped routes that we can enter that provide a great opportunity to follow expansion and financial benefits. Besides, we also have a great opportunity to cooperate with other carriers to increase the volume of customer, but we have to face with a very potential risk coming from our key competitor who offer customer with the same quality of service with less price. So next month we come up with the next section called capability.
Next in the analysis of capabilities, we want to focus on the four main divisions. They include human resource management, marketing, operations, and finance. Company need in order to operate and develop their business going on and stop and McDonald's in 1988. First, in the human resource management, according to our board director management perspective, we must have a strict and effective policy system as well as a high quality investment for our brand to create a unity of quality and self-develop capacity in our people. Moreover, job satisfaction is one of the main goals that we always object to satisfy the employee's professional requirement. We are willing to spend $20,000 for the training package, and their wage will be increased annually. Moreover, we also want to maintain a dynamic workforce, which means the worker can are able to switch job and receive the job orientation. This means that so we can minimize and control the resignation case in each quarter. Furthermore, the job satisfaction leads to customer satisfaction. We not only want to raise more trust from our customer, but also raise awareness to our brand. Next. In the marketing session, we try to pick some key points derived from the marketing mix of McCaffrey and Jeremy from 1964. We target people with a high probability and prefer traveling long distance flight to the foreign and resort. We set the highest cost per night to serve our customer segment. In the advertising strategy, we choose the advertising and in-flight magazine to be our main communication channel to raise the brand awareness from our target customer. We also collaborated with the third party who has a large customer network, looking to attract and pull potential customers to use our service. And that is the value proposition. We intend to bring the home-like experience to our customer, providing cabin service and cargo business. In the operation department, we choose the best quality aircraft like carrier and employer to serve our customer, also use the highest maintenance purchase for serve our customer too. In the route decisions, we aim to choose the routes based on the lines and the market capabilities to maximize our capacity of chosen aircraft and our profits. And the final is the finance and accounting department. In this department, the objective is to maintain the cash flow of our company by balancing the cash and supporting investment. Also, is doing the stock to support debt for the investment. Also, we purchase the aircraft to limit the cost of interest and depreciation cost. Here we have to pay attention to index. Here is debt to equity and current ratio. If they are a good index, we can prove that our company is capable of repaying debt and our assets are growing. So next is the performance result.
So next we're going to talk about the performance result by indicating the company index briefly and using the balance scorecard to indicate in particular what we have achieved compared to the target we have set at the beginning. So we are super excited to say we have achieved a very percentage point in terms of cumulative net profit. Cumulative net profit of VinAir has significantly increased during the period of 7th quarter, and we are absolutely outperformed compared to our competitor. When it comes to quality, quality indicates the quality of training program, and increasing quality is the things that every company in sales airline wants to achieve. And VinAir was absolutely excellent to become the first runner-up in the 2 periods of quarter. And then we remained our position at the second place with a very percentage point of 91. And when it comes to reliability, as you can see, VinAir has a steady growth in terms of reliability compared to our competitor, who has little for a hard period of time to increase reliability figure. So next, I would like to use balance scorecard to indicate what we have achieved compared to the target we have set at the beginning. So all in all, we have fulfilled every target we expected to achieve. However, in terms of CSR activity, we need to pay more attention because during the seventh quarter, we just only carry out one single project related to environmental issues with little spending budgets. Thus, we are expected to increase our budget and enter into another CSR activity in the future. So now I would like to draw your attention to innovation and learning perspective. VinAir has achieved a very percentage point in terms of reliability and quality. This indicates that our passengers always satisfied with the high quality service we provide them. To achieve professionalism in service, VinAir has operated frequent training program for our employees to provide them extra knowledge and experience to increase the quality service. So next we come up with the next section, performance development.
So in this section, we would like to also talk about result, but however, what does it really mean to us? Firstly, we discussed about how we measure the success. As you can see, we measure success by the 3 core missions we already mentioned before. So for the activity expansions, at the beginning, we already successful in participating into Route F and Route R. However, due to the intense competition, especially derived from normal airlines and creative normal airlines, so that we have to withdraw the 2 of the 4 Route R. So in order to maintain and assure the income and revenue of our business, we choose another route which is also long distance, and that is E. And to the 47, we have already participated in 3 over 10 Route E.
In terms of social welfare, first we spent the minimum budget for 20,000 for CSR, which is 3% of our revenues. And we said in the balance scorecard, we just have the responses to CSR. So we basically just focus on environmental issues. So in the future, what we mentioned, we emphasize combined with the environmental and aviation mechanism to make sure that we have a strategy to follow. We have a contribution to society and also to our economy, to our business. And we talk about positive growth. I want to mention about the revenues and the cost. In our second quarter, we try to gain and stabilize our revenues in like 6 million. And also, whereas we try to reduce our cost to achieve the economy of scale. And for that, we can maximize our profits generation. And also, business is just not about profitability, but it's also about the assets that you have, and also the debt to equity. It's also asset we try to generate by issue stocks, and we sell our running business, and also when that means we can try to generate our assets here. And just for the second one, the debt to equities, they indicate how you can accommodate your risk. So compared to other competitors, they over one. That means it's really hard for them to control the risk when you pay the debt. So VinAir try to remain under one. That means we try to accommodate the debt. In the future, we have to run smoothly. And also the biggest one is about our cargo business here.
So besides the fly business, we have already participated in the cargo business. And this is a big surprise to us because in the first 3 quarters, the investment outweighs the revenue. However, since quarter 4, the cargo business start to get profit, and the amount of profit increased massively from quarter 4 to quarter 7. And we also, with such good performance, we also consider to participate and invest more in the cargo business in the future. So now let's consider third part, the critical incident.
Okay. We chose our rental business as our main critical incident because it helped us to gain diversification to our business. In order to join in this business, we need to spend $25,000 for each quarter, starting from quarter 5 and ending at quarter 12, to diversify our business and gain more revenue at 10% break even and 9% to gain $60,000 and more. In our strategy meeting, everyone agrees with this suggestion of our CFO that we should join this business. However, our CEO raised a concern about the conflicts, which are normally considered as bad for the team performance. However, in this situation, it proves that it can help us to cover these following problems. First is the blind conformity, which will prevent us from developing a good strategy, and the group thing that based only on the biased feelings of our CFO and make us other experts' opinions, which means that there will be no conflicts and no contribution to the decision-making process. And according to Bertrand and Hãnh in 2003, the decisions of our business will be limited. Therefore, our CEO required that there must be discussions among the members of the board directors. We understand that the arguments sometimes will get overwhelming and result in the bad decision. Therefore, it is important that our CEO obtain the necessary leadership skills to control the conflicts among us. So, how did we decide? In our discussion, we are divided into 2 opinions. First is we need to join in this business to gain the diversification of our business and get more revenue with high return rate. Then we need to wait for a long period of time to actually gain these benefits. On the other hand, if we choose to not join this business, we can save our resources for other investments, such as in-flight services, budgets for marketing, and cargo business. However, this means that we cannot diversify our business, and we face the risk, such as that we don't have the additional revenue to cover if one business fails. In conclusion, we chose to join this business, and we focus on the 3 main benefits of diversification. First is we can enhance the experience of our customer. Second, that since our user quantity is low compared with the normal airlines, we have the advantage to manage better the first stage of the auto rental. And finally, in the future, this will help us to reposition VinAir as the transportation business that provide not only aviation but also common vehicles. This is the result of our performance. And as you can see, that quarter 7, even though we don't reach the break-even point, quarter 7 proves that we have the potential to grow more in the future. Throughout this critical incident, we have learned several lessons, like the leadership skill is important and the role of conflict in our group.
So before we finish today's moment, I would like to share with you our intention for the future plan. So first, let's take a look at the main forecast here. As we can see, there is a steady growing demand of customer in the quarter 8, 9, 10. Thus, we are going to make a very good preparation in the quarter 8. We tend to increase the quality of service. That includes two key things we need to take into account: increasing quality of training budgets and increasing compensation to motivate our employees. In the quarter 9, we are going to enter the new market by purchasing new aircraft and increase marketing promotion. In the next quarter, we are going to enter a new CSR activity, that is aviation mechanic program at local college. And finally, in quarter 11, due to a drop in customer demand, we are going to increase salesperson and boost promotion to stimulate customer demand. So this is the end of our performance. Thank you so much for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much, Group 8, for your very well prepared presentation. So now I want Mr. Kai, if you have any questions.
Just very small, curious. Have you aware that like your fare, your price is relatively high in the market, like the highest one, right? And then the quality is not that high. The quality score, your quality score is like somewhere above 90, but compared to all the competitors, of course it's not the highest, right? We have even the lower quality score compared to the normal airline. So do you aware of that? And then what is your decision? You can turn the slide of the fare and the quality there, and it's easier. Yeah, that slide. You just pass it. Yeah. So your fare is technically the most expensive one, right? And then the quality is, even lower than a normal airline. So have you been aware of that? And then what did you do?
All right. So firstly, I want to the quality indicates that how the training budget you spend at that quarter. That means it can fluctuate. We have so many things that we have to deal with. In this one, we measure this one in quarter 7. So because this one, the demand is quite low, it dropped. So that's why we attempt to reduce our training budgets. That means the quality have to reduce here. So basically, during the training of 7 quarters, our quality approximately 96 and 97. That's really comparable to the other competitors. So it's just a temporary board. So basically, try to maintain the best quality to accommodate with the price the customer has to pay. So we sure that the quality is not really temporary. It's not a long term.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, clear. So I want to ask VinAir. You say you focus on the culture. So then, what is unique things in terms of culture you show here?
Yes.
Within in VinAir?
So we talk about culture.
Yes.
As I mentioned, our very first value is Vietnamese nationality, and the culture we bring here is that we want to change the definition of classical luxury, which is more individualistic, into more collectivistic, and so that like Vietnamese people all you remember as friendly people, hospitable people. So we bring those characteristics to our business, to our way of training our employees, and moreover, we want to make a choice between Vietnamese culture and the culture over here. So this looks like a friendly international. Yes.
That's good. Thank you. Next person, Hồng Phước. Can you tell the effects of CSR activities to the business results? What are they?
Since our business is customer experience based, so we understand that we need to create a brand image for our company, even though it doesn't show in the revenue. It's still important and play a big role to communicate with our customers. Therefore, we do this.
So can you tell some the concrete effects in the business results that affected by the CSR activity?
Since we need to use financial resource to actually operate the CSR, so it does affect our flow of the income because it will reduce the overall financial statement.
Okay. And next question for Cẩm Tú. How your team, let's say, improve the quality as a luxury airline? You should improve and keep the quality as high. And in the decision making, how do you make sure that the decision lead to high quality?
In the qualities, we always based on the data that we collect from some reports. So we also compare it to the other competitors, and we set out based on the market quality things, and also we add luxury service. So we have the cost is really big. So we have to set a long route and everything high quality to adapt with our customer shipment.
Okay. So the last question to the leaders, I see that the performance of your team is quite influenced. Everything goes good, and I have a feeling that your team is the most well-prepared one. Then can you share your leadership experience during doing the business simulation together?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for your compliment. And actually, we have worked around 1 year, so we have spent a lot of time together. First of all, so that is how we have very basic conversation. We talk every day, so we have quite informal way to work together. So when we come in work, we still follow structure. We have set up our objectives, and for me and Hãnh, we try to operate to set up what we have to do, the task management. And for that, then I will present it to our teams to make sure they know what they have to do. And my style of leadership is about democratics. So when we run the project, I will slowly ask one by one. Okay, we're here. How do you feel? Do you feel any struggling here, or you feel it difficult? So I will help you manage it. So most of all, my team, we are though she has very shy a little bit, but she needs a little bit of warm up. So I will try to manage she can spend the time talk, and say warm up, and I keep talking, and she feel more confident. And we will share with other teammates. And for that, then make sure that the task is done. And after that, we have the full rehearsal to make sure that everyone moves smoothly. So here's how the presentation.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I want to contribute to my leader answer. As we already mentioned in the video incidents, Hãnh is about task management, and I am about what we were really doing, like the content and how to align with the company vision. So you may doubt that the leader is not CEO because each of our members will have a strong and weakness, and Hãnh is strong at task management, but I am strong at to the main group. So, like we support each other. We are a team, not just a leader and members.
Okay, that's very good to hear. So wish you all keep this spirit when you go out there, and wish you all success, great success in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much.